I know it could be scary following your purpose in life, but to me, it's always been, why not? What do you really have to lose? I mean, we're all going to die. We have one life, and who knows when our last day is going to come knocking. We really do create our reality with what we think and what we do. So if you want to make your dreams come true, all you have to do is start and know you can do it. The rest will fall into place as it needs to. Life has a funny way of rewarding people who follow their purpose. Things just seem to kind of come into place as they need to, and it seems like the whole world is working in your favor when you really follow what some like to call your personal legend. Go for it, because life is short and way too short to live any other way than the way you think you should be, especially living the way someone else thinks you should be living. This is your life. Take control of it. Take the leap. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. So I wanted to do another fun little intro like that, but today's subject, again, another important one to me, which is following your purpose, following your dreams, and living the life that you know you should. So it can be a very scary thing to follow your dreams, where it's just a lot of uncertainties. It just may not seem realistic at some points, where it's like, oh, I want to do this, but how am I going to get paid off doing that, or how am I going to actually make that happen? But I think you gotta dive into it, because along with that, I'm sure you're probably gonna get a lot of doubt. A lot of people just saying like, "Oh, that you can't do that. Go get a normal job. Go do the normal 9 to 5. Go do the normal thing." But if you want to get normal results, go do the normal things. If you want to get abnormal results, you want to do whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever that makes you get up in the morning to get unnormal results. You're gonna have to do unnormal things. And that sometimes means ignoring all the people that doubting you in your life, saying that you can't do it, saying that you won't be able to make it happen. And instead of trying to convince those people that you can, I think the best thing to do is just do whatever the thing is, find your success with it, and give them no choice but to see what you're doing and be like, okay, there's no reason to doubt anymore because it's happening. So instead of trying to convince those people, just do it. And that'll take a lot of stress off you. And I'm not saying to do it for that reason of trying to prove people wrong, because I think that's a deep hole you'll fall into if you always just working to try to change someone else's opinion about you. But it's a byproduct. And beyond that, waking up every day, doing something you love, and knowing that you didn't settle in life is just such an amazing feeling. There's nothing that can compare, and there's going to be a lot of uncertainty in following your dreams, because you most often, I mean, not always, but most often it's going to be an unconventional path. So you're going to have to do a lot of unnormal things to get those unnormal results, meaning you're not going to have as consistent or as safe type of pay or whatever it is at first when you're still building that business up, whatever, building that thing up, whatever it is for you. It's going to be a little bit more shaky, and then you're going to hear people coming in and doubting you and saying these things, and maybe they'll be right in the beginning, saying, oh, well, look at that. But I think it's Alex Hormozi quotes that, yeah, those people are right, but they're counting in days and you're counting in years. So look at the big picture. Don't get discouraged. Great things take time, so don't get discouraged. If you're on that path of chasing your dreams already, don't get discouraged. Say manifesting your dreams. Don't want to chase them. Manifesting your dreams. Don't get discouraged at the time it takes. Maybe it takes you 10 times longer than someone else. Who cares? Time is going to pass by anyway. Who cares how long it takes? Like, for me, just the thought of ignoring what I feel is right for me to do and getting a normal, safe job, just the whole idea just feels wrong. It just feels so wrong to me. I just, something I won't do. So I think you really just gotta follow your heart, because at the end of the day, I mean, we're all gonna die one day, and as pessimistic as that may sound, you can use that in an optimistic way if you say, okay, why not go for it? You know, if I zoom out and say, okay, we're just on a floating rock through the middle of space, who cares what someone's opinion of me is? If I want to go do that, if I want to be a painter, if I want to be a YouTuber, if I want to make art, who cares if that's what you're holding you back? You got to get out of these cycles of just having excuses why it won't work, because you really are powerful enough to say, okay, this won't work because of that. and you'll be right. But if you say, okay, this is why this is going to work, and I can do this because of this, and this is why this will happen, you're going to be right as well. You're powerful enough to create your reality to the point of saying, okay, this is what I want to do, this is how I'm going to make it happen, and it will happen. But if you say, this is what I want to do, but I can't make it happen because of X, Y, Z, you're going to be right, and it's never going to happen, because that's the first thing it starts off with. It doesn't matter if everyone else believes that it'll never happen. As long as you believe it will work, you have God on your side, which you always do, then it will happen. It's just a matter of time, a matter of holding on, a matter of putting in the work every day and being able to keep working without seeing results for a very long time. If that's what it takes, sometimes it won't take that long. Sometimes if it does, you gotta be okay putting that work in without seeing the results instantly. That's just how it is sometimes, you know. But I mean, what else is there to do? What else would you be doing if you're not following your purpose in life? What else would you be doing? You know, you wake up, it's not all sunshines and rainbows, but having that feeling that I follow the path of what I want to do. And I'm still making it happen every day. I'm not anywhere near where I want to be. I'm not living for the future, happy with where I am, but I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where fully I see myself. But even still, I mean, I'm in a big city in a very nice apartment. I wake up and do what I love every day, and I make a living off of that. And just, it's like the thing that you would do for free, that you get up and you do it for the love of it, not for the money. I think that's the thing that you need to just buckle down on. And don't worry about the money. It figures itself out. It makes a way. Because when you're truly doing what you love to do, the money follows. It's just a matter of getting really good at that, whether that's sharing it with others, whether it's making money off the actual thing. It's just the money finds a way. You gotta trust me on that. That can't be your number one concern. In my opinion, that's just not the way to go. You find what you love to do, and you get really good at that. You just do that. You make that happen. You work through that every day. You work on that every day. And you live it. And that's life. That's the purpose of life. I mean, family, super important as well. Loved ones, all of that, just super important. But your purpose is always going to be there. And you just ignore it for long enough, it's going to make it harder and harder, because you gain more responsibilities. The older you get kids, you get a house, you get mortgages, you get whatever. And even if you're at that point, I'm not saying it's too late, because the best time to start is always now. So even if you're at that point, start now, because you'll have even more responsibilities later. Once you get past that, then you have college, and you're always going to have responsibilities. But what I'm trying to say is that now is the best time to start. You got to just jump in, make it happen. I rambled on a little bit in this one, but this is something that's very passionate to me, more than most things, because even now I hit crossroads where it's like I have my main hustle, but then I try to do side hustles on the side, and then kind of get caught up looking into things that are more higher commitment, and it just feels like it takes away from what my real passion is. And anytime I get to that point, it just pushes it away, because it's not for me. So I feel like what else is there if you're not doing what you love every day? What does the money matter? If you're sad every day, doing what you hate, what good is that money? Because the funny thing is, the big joke out of it is, you can do what you love and make 10 times more than that safe job that you're making decent money at. You can make 10 times more doing what you love, but it just takes a little bit longer to get to that point. That's the thing, it's just a commitment. But who cares? Who cares at the end of the day? Who cares if it's a commitment? Like, what else are you gonna do? This is truly the thing that you love. Why? Who cares if it's a commitment? You should be thinking good. More for me. Less people are gonna want to do it, because if it is a commitment, this is what I love to do, I'm gonna make it happen. And then you do it, and just such an amazing feeling. Even just the process of doing it, of waking up every day and chipping away at it. It's not always gonna feel great, but when you look back on it, man, it's a great feeling knowing that you went for that thing and you lived your life doing that, instead of just giving in and doing what other people thought you should do. even when you knew it was wrong. That's not a way I want to live my life. It's not a way I'm going to live my life. Find your purpose. Believe in yourself. Work at it every day, and it will happen. Appreciate you guys all for coming. See you in the next one. Remember, always to live for the now. See you guys.